Hey, you beautiful twin flames, and welcome back to Tarot for You 444. I'm so delighted you could join me. I know it's been a little minute, but I have got a really cool reading coming up for you that I think is going to help you understand what's going on right now with the energies, with the energies. Oh wow! Don't quote me on English today. How is everyone today? Whew, it's been a red hot minute, right? I'm going to just draw. I can feel the feminine, right? So I'm going to draw a card for her before we get into the masculine energy because it's kind of complicated today. We're kind of going to complicate things just a little bit. And I know all of you are sighing already and going, wow, it's already complicated enough without you saying we're going to complicate it more. But we're going to try and have some fun, okay? No matter what's happening in your twin flame journey, grab a cuppa, right? Get settled in, and we're going to have a really good time today, okay? No matter what. And we're going to be really closely inspecting the masculine, all right? So I brought my special glasses so we can really dive deep and look into it in a psychic kind of way. Alrighty? By the way, if I'm not here for whatever reason, aka I go missing for a little bit, what you can do is you can click onto any video of mine and hopefully it will resonate for you. Just look at the title. If the title resonates, my videos are timeless. Okay, so if I'm away for any reason, just know I haven't got any good excuses, but just know that you can look at anything. Wow, okay. Lost love. Woo! Okay, this is for the feminine here. Lost love. I thought there was another card behind, but there isn't, so that's good. Everything's going to be confusing enough when I get into the reading about divine masculine. So let's just look at this card. Surrender, healing, and release. It's funny because the full moon, I think it's either upon us or about to be upon us or just, I'm not sure. I get a bit confused because when it looks full in the sky, I'm like, it's a full moon tonight, but maybe it's just happened or we're around the time of the full moon, right? And see the full moon here, lost love. So many of you are in separation from your divine masculine. Even if you are in semi-union, there's this feeling of, even if we're talking, or even if we're intermittently talking, or even if we're whatever, there's still something keeping you apart. And if we look at the feminine in this card here, she is very emotional. Okay, so take it how it resonates for you, but many of you could have your time of the month coming up very soon. Many of you could be feeling emotional because you just want to get your twin flame journey started, as in the union part of it, right? Because a lot of people don't see the twin flame journey as being started until the union happens. But I can tell you that even the years leading up to your journey, even before you met your twin flame, you've been on the twin flame journey that whole time. Okay? So let's pull one for the masculine now. The feminine, I'm going to take this earring out because I think it's going to be banging. I'm going to be the the one earring bandit today because I think it's banging on here and probably, you know, like as I'm talking, it's making a sound. So we're not trying to make music as we're doing this reading today. All right, so lost love. The feminine is feeling alone in the journey right now. You don't have to feel alone, okay? You're never alone if you have your God, Buddha, Allah, whoever it is you believe in. Maybe it's guardian angels. Okay? You're never alone. Please know that you're never alone. If you feel alone, you can always email me and I'll try and steer you on the right path. The masculine card does not want to come out, by the way. He's being very secretive at this time, which is why I'm delving into him today, because, whoa, okay, too many. I'm going to have to just be patient. There was a song I used to sing when I was a little girl, and it went a little bit like this while we're waiting for the card. Have patience, don't be in such a hurry. When you get impatient, you always start to worry. Remember that God is patient too. So think about the times when others have to wait for you. So, yeah, that's a cute little song. I used to sing it. Woo! Oh, here he is. Wow, okay, so he's got a lot to say in these cards. So I'm going to go through them quickly because I really want to dive deep into the masculine today. There's something new coming with your masculine, okay? We have the flame tree here, okay? There's a new start, a new refreshing start. This message is for the feminine from the masculine's higher self, or from the masculine's other half, you know, the other half of your soul. Stay in your power. Be self-confident. Be harmonious. You know that you are a goddess. Notice how we've got the moonlight here again. The moon is playing an important role here. Moonlight goddess, it says, the feminine has repressed emotions. There's a need for healing and reflection. You know, before your divine masculine comes back, come into some congruence, some understanding about how you're feeling. Yeah, there's resurfacing of past feelings and emotions here with the Remembrance card. So he's all over the feminine. Even his, you know, I'm trying to pull cards for him, and he's all over the feminine. He's giving advice to you from his higher self. So if he's in his ego self most of the time when you're dealing with him on the earth plane, right? Just don't worry about that. Understand that his higher self, his soul, is trying to talk to you now, okay? There's a need for healing. Now, who better than Little Red Riding Hood than to give the divine masculine a little stare today, okay? She's going to stare. She's got something gooey in her hair, and I dare not ask her, because what she does in her own private time is her own private thing. But I'm just going to stay well away from that. She's going to stare. She's not sure where to stare, but she's going to give the divine masculine a stare for not showing up. Okay? She says, look deeply into my eyes, divine masculine, and know that I am watching you. Wow. That, I really believed you when you said that. You see how serious she is? She's being very serious. Okay, divine masculine. Like I say, if you haven't got a cuppa yet, go and get one. We're going to delve deep today. Deep. There's a deep, deep ocean. I want to find out what you hide inside of that deep, deep ocean. What's it take for you to be satisfied? There's so much more emotion. One of us might drown in this deep, deep ocean. Wow, she's in an ocean. Whoa, that's Belinda Carlisle. Deep, deep ocean. What's it gonna take? What's it gonna be? When you're gonna break and open up to me? Don't quote me on the words. I'm nearly there with the words, I think. If you keep holding back emotion, one of us might drown In this deep, deep ocean. Whoa, whoa. She can sing that bit. What's it gonna take? What's it gonna be? When you gonna break and open up to me? Ha, ha. She's really meaning it today. Wow. Okay. We also have, along with Little Red Riding Hood, we also have Bert from the Sesame Street Police Department, and he is calling the divine masculine out today with a virtual slap. Did you see that? I think that's assault. We're not really allowed to do that, but because it's virtual, we can do it. All right. Okay. He's telling me it's okay. All right. He's saying, divine masculine, get your shit in a pile. Wow. I've never heard him swear before. Get your shit in a pile, because divine feminine is getting very frustrated. Okay. Wow. Okay. I'm just looking at Little Red Riding Hood's shoes. Look at this. Aren't they cute? Okay. Wow, I've never seen her shoes before until today. Alrighty, so let's dive into the masculine, because he's a bit cray-cray. I'm sorry it's taking so long, but woo! Getting lots of messages from Spirit as I channel for the collective. Some of you have been through some ouchy scenarios. I want to say that. Some of you live in America, which is why I'm talking like I have an American accent. Some of you live in America, or your divine masculine does. I was singing the other day. I was singing, all my exes are from Texas. I don't know why that's coming up, but maybe that resonates for someone. Had lots of songs coming through, actually. Lots and lots of songs. The divine feminine is kind of set on this victory and commitment in her own mind. This is just a little FYI on the side. But it's not happening. The commitment from the masculine was supposed to happen, she thought, maybe 6 months ago, or longer, or there's been promises or something like that in the past, and she's been let down. So the feminine's coming through going, you know, I don't know why I'm either getting these telepathic messages in from Spirit, or from my higher self, or from my soul, however you like to talk about, you know, the ethers. I don't know why I'm getting all these messages that say I'm on the right path and it's all happening and divine timing is coming and all of these things, and yet he's showing up like an absolute tool in the 3D world. Let's see what's going on with him, because he does not want me to pull the cards today. I'm telling you, like, I'm actually being told to pull back and not say what's really going on. But I don't know. I think some of you divine feminines deserve to know the truth. So this is a trigger warning. I'll put a trigger warning on this video. Like I said, we're going to have fun no matter what. We're going to have fun no matter what. Yeah, here's the truth. That just flipped out of the deck. The truth shall set you free. Okay. She's still staring him down. Divine masculine. She wants to say divine masculine. She has a really great pissed off look, doesn't she? Okay. Wow. Yes. Some of you are not going to like this. So if you're not in a good headspace today, emotionally, click off this video until you are, you know, maybe not at work or not. Hopefully none of you are driving and listening to me. Don't ever do that, will you? You know, we've got this energy coming through for the masculine where he's being arrogant. Okay? So click off now if you don't want to hear any more. Please. I don't want to make anyone cry today. I don't like it when that happens. But the truth sometimes needs to be shared so we know what we're doing. Okay. A lot of arrogance here. Interesting. Many of you have a divine masculine who is... Your masculine right now is showing up as the King of Wands, and there's the Queen of Wands, his counterpart. So many of your masculines are married or divorced or with a karmic or something like that. But even if they are with them, something's not going very good. There's something not going good with that. Just so you know. Now, if you say my divine masculine's single, he might be ready to mingle. Okay? So this is definitely him in the recent past, like I said, spending time with someone other than you. Okay? And that can be difficult to hear. So if you don't think that's you, that's fine. This reading may not be for you. Or maybe you want to get a personal reading and find out if this is for you. But the Judgment card is here, and, you know, he is being judged for what he's doing right now. So for some of you, your divine masculine, you might know he's with someone else. But he's doing something with you while he's with that someone else. Or maybe you're doing something with him while you're with someone else. But take it how it resonates. He has been with this someone else in the recent past, and it has not been a fun time for him. Okay, why hasn't it been a fun time with him? Because he knows that you are his counterpart. He knows he's supposed to be with you, and he knows he was supposed to be messaging you. He knows he was supposed to be building with you, and perhaps you even called him out on, where are you? What are you doing? How come you're not spending time with me? Kind of scenario. Wow, the plot thickens. Yeah, a lot of, my throat chakra's going crazy. A lot of them have secrets that they haven't told you about. A lot of them haven't messaged you, and if they've told you they're not going to message you, they've given some pretty piss poor excuses. Piss poor means excuses that don't really resonate with you. You kind of go, well, okay, maybe he is at his auntie's, brother's, uncle's, cousin's wedding, farm scenario, overnight stay meeting. But, that's a bit weird, you know? Because it literally takes 2 seconds to text someone or call someone. And if you're in big separation, your divine masculine has a lot of secrets that he does not want you to know. And like I say, today I'm being told to not tell you, because some of you are going to be triggered by this reading. So click off if you're going to be triggered. I told you before, I'm forewarning you, but we're going to sing and we're going to do things to make it fun anyway. Okay? Some of your divine masculines may have sent you romantic things or said romantic things to you in the past, and this could mean the past a really long time ago. Okay, a really long time ago made you feel good. You know, maybe he got out his guitar and he was like, I don't want another pretty face. I don't want just anyone to hold. I don't want my love to go to waste. I want you and your beautiful soul. Right? You're beautiful soul. And then you kind of went, wow. Isn't it interesting that he finds me so sexy, and there he is with his rod out, ready to go, raring to show you, raring to go. And then there's this weirdness of, I'm also leaving the connection. And see how he's stomping. Look at that, little Red Riding Hood's down there with you, Divine Feminine. He's kind of stomping on everyone around him so that he can have his own awakening. But this awakening is an ego awakening. You know, I don't care what anyone says. The King of Wands for me is someone in their ego, right? This would denote that in the past he was trying to walk away from this ego, but he couldn't help himself. Many of your divine masculines just cannot help themselves. They're like, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And if it doesn't suit my divine feminine, then so be it. And then we have the, you know, I'll leave kind of a bit of a message here, like, you know, see you soon, might call you on Wednesday, let's catch up, let's catch up in the future, or, you know, I'll talk to you Monday. You know, maybe 2 weeks ago he said this, or maybe, you know, maybe 2 years ago, or, you know, a long time ago, whenever it is. But it's this, you know, notice the circus in the background. There's this circus here. And a circus is full of fantasy. In the future, we might ... In the, you know, if I'm not working, we may catch up. Maybe one day, if I break up with my, I don't know, from my job, you know, I could come to your country, or, you know what I mean? It's this, there's a lot of false promises here. So you see, he's still looking back at you. He's still saying he's working on the connection, but see how he's holding all of these other thoughts and words for other people. He's leaving 2 thoughts for you, and he has all these other thoughts of other people and or scenarios. And what's interesting here is the Temperance card is here, and he's not going to get his dream with you right now. 'Cause I still haven't found what I'm looking for. He is dipping and diving into other scenarios or people, or, you know, what do I want to say? He's got all this contemplation around, you know, I don't know, there's this song, perhaps love is like the ocean, full of something, full of rain, or something. I'm trying to think of that. I don't know the words to that song, but it's, if we think of a Shakespearean film, and one of the characters is thinking, you know, maybe some tragedy happened in the Shakespeare film, and he's like, oh no, I don't know, this is just like, you know, oh no, my uncle's brother's cousin's wife has passed away, and now my legacy will not be important anymore, and I have to be the king. And how do I be the king when the old king is dead and I was going to take the throne? And, you know, it's just this, I'm not actually quoting a real Shakespeare movie here, but, you know, it's this protesting of everything. Like, I can't focus on that job because I really should study over here. And if I study there, I won't be able to save money. And if I can't save money, I won't be able to get the house. And if I think of love and I'm already in a relationship, then I'll lose all my property. And if I lose all my property, then who am I as a person? And this is this mess of, you notice here in the background, there's not just one circus going on. It looks like there's 3. A 3-ring circus. So he knows that the divine feminine lets him heal. He knows that she is the place where he can heal. But he's taking his time to look elsewhere. Notice he's facing the other way from the feminine here, right? So many of your divine masculines will not be concrete with you for at least another year. And that's really hard to hear if you think you're in semi-union with your masculine. Ouch. I want to say ouch. I want to delve into the secrets now. I want to put all the cards back in the deck and I want to shuffle, because a lot of you don't realize that what your masculines have spoken to you and what they have actually are meaning to you are two different things. A great scenario that I like to use, take it if it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. But a lot of you will say to your masculines, if you love me, how come you're still with your karmic partner? Or if you loved me, why don't you message me more, let's say? Because the communication thing's huge on the twin flame journey. And he might say, well, I've been working a lot. Let's do it for the communication one. I've been working a lot. Or when I got home from my campus study, I was so tired and I just couldn't do it. And so the divine feminine might be thinking, yeah, but that was a week ago that you went to, that big thing that you had to go to for your study or whatever. And so she gets confused, because even when he does use these excuses, they don't make any sense. They don't make any sense, because he says something like, well, I had to help my uncle's brother's cousin's auntie's friend, and they really needed me because ... And I wish I didn't have to do that because they're toxic, or because they're annoying, or because blah, blah, blah. And so she's going, well, if they're so toxic and you don't like them, why would you spend your time with them and not me? So she's kind of like, she's either calling him out or questioning him and judging him. And he doesn't like it, because he's so used to being selfish, actually, especially the divine masculines who haven't had their full awakening yet. A lot of them are still on social media looking for love in all the wrong places. And for some of them, they say, my penis is here. Let's say they're married or have a karmic partner, but I'm still saving my other penis. I don't know how come they got two penises, but for some of them, they're like, well, maybe I can get it in somewhere else as well. There's this scenario of, well, the grass might be greener somewhere else. And if you notice in that card, he's holding the ball, the globe. It's like, I want to keep my options open, because if I keep my options open, then who knows what might happen. This might be with his career, this might be with his love life, this might be with a whole range of things. But by doing that, he never has to take responsibility for any relationship. And now we have the Chariot in reverse, and then the Knight of Wands and the Sun with the Page of Wands. Interesting. 3 of Pentacles, right? So we have this idea of, right now the divine masculine isn't wanting to work with the feminine. Or in the past, he's not playing the game, right? Literally, we have a game here. Not playing the game. I'm not playing the game right now, divine feminine. Not playing the game right now. Chariot also in reverse. I'm not coming to you in a way that you would like. In fact, I'm going to kind of close my eyes and my ears and go la 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 la. I can't hear you. If you send me a message or if you call me out on something, I'm like la la la. I can't hear you. She's not happy. If she could fold her porcelain arms and go like this, she would. So he has this thing where he's going, you know, right now, I know Divine Feminine's going to stand over there and wait for me. I know she's going to wait for me. So I can just go and do my thing. I can go and maybe be sexy with other people. Knight of Wands here, right? Any time of the night or day, I can be on social media and getting my rocks off with someone else. Or just talking with someone else, not necessarily, but the Knight of Wands for me is definitely a sexual card. You know, friends with benefits, Charlie, if it was in the traditional tarot, there's the dude on the horse going, yeah, I'm ready to go, I'm raring to go. I have my penis at the ready. He's kind of like, you know, I can do this whole Woodstock thing. You know, free love and everyone enjoys the sun. You know, my truth is I love everyone. I can spread my love around. I can be immature. We have the Page of Wands here. This is a really immature card. This is someone who's still building blocks. You know, who would you imagine to be building blocks? A small child. Very immature energy. Let's see what else we come up with here. You know, a child isn't ready to settle down and make commitment. A child isn't ready to communicate with you when you try and make a time with them. A child would say, see ya, bye, see you soon. And you'd never know when that is, right? This is kind of what the masculine's doing. See ya. Yeah, I've got a few work projects on the go. Yeah, we'll catch up soon. Right? Kind of yucky at the moment. Yeah, Queen of Swords in reverse. In the recent past, many of the Divine Feminines called their masculines out. Might be the recent or distant past, but you know who you are. Right, we have the Nine of Pentacles again. Let's just go to that for a moment. The Nine of Pentacles is this same card here. In reverse, Divine Feminine really trying to work on herself, really trying to be truthful to herself and say, you know, I need these boundaries that I have to be met by the masculine. If he can't meet me halfway, I don't know what to do. But then intermittently he comes in, whether that's in a telepathic way or in a 3D reality way. And many of you called them out. And if you haven't called them out, you want to, because you're saying, look, Ace of Swords, this is the truth again, like the sword, right? You can't flitty, flutty, flutter like a butterfly, right? Because she says, and my heart's wrapped around his suspenders. I notice I said trapped. He's the one that I truly adore. Do 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 do. Bear with me. Do do. When he flexes his muscles. Oh, I've got muscles. I flutter like a butterfly caught in a shutter. That's exactly how she feels, like a butterfly caught in a shutter. When he calls me his mate, I just disintegrate. Never been such a man, never been such a man. 'Cause it's Harry, it's Harry, it's Harry. I'm planning to marry. Harry's listening in the background going, look, I'm already married to Charlotte. You can't marry me. But it's not about you, Harry. Just saying. So this is really weird. We have this feeling of, if he texts if he calls, if he makes effort, if he communicates with the divine feminine who feels very single right now, she goes, oh, never been such a man, never been such a man. 'Cause it's Harry, it's Bert I'm planning to marry. Right, so, you know, when he's a dick, we want to call him out, right? You didn't do this, you should do that, you want to do this, you should be doing this. Where is the commitment? And then we know, or we feel that we know, that something else is going on. He's talking to other people, he's staying with his karmic, the promises he made aren't coming true, etc., etc. He's being slow, and yet intermittently he's being the Knight of Cups. But notice in this deck, the Knight of Cups shows up as a snake. Are they trustful? Can we trust a snake? Even if it's got love hearts all over it. I love this card because it's a dichotomy here. It's a juxtaposition. It doesn't make sense. It's a snake. You know, unless you are another snake and you are married to the other snake and you get along with the snake, you know, I'm not saying snakes are bad, but we have a snake here covered in love hearts. That's not what you would expect. So the reading is telling you, divine feminine, to wake up. Wake up and smell the coffee. Ready? This is tea, but you know. Ooh, okay. He said it was coffee. When I smell it, and when I taste it, and when I feel it, when I hold it, it feels like tea. But he's telling me it's coffee. Okay, so this is the problem here, is that whatever he's been saying, whatever he told you, whatever he did, is not meeting or aligning up with how you're feeling. And so you're going crazy. I'm coming to you. It might be a little bit slowly. See you soon. Cheerio. See you next week. See you next Tuesday. For those of you who know what that means, you'll be laughing. See you next Tuesday. Right? And then there he is again. Knight of Cups. I'm coming to you. I told you we're going to go deep today. His words and his actions are not aligning with his soul right now. At all. And many of you have said, look, I want to call this bastard out because he can't continue to treat me this way. But the problem with calling him out is that he then realizes that you are stuck on him. I'm so happy to be stuck with you. I can see that you're happy to be stuck with me. Yes, it's true. I'm so happy to be stuck with you. But are you happy to be stuck with him in this scenario when he's acting a bit weird? On one hand, he's singing the guitar. I don't want another he's singing with an air guitar. I don't want another pretty face. I don't want just anyone to hold. I don't want my love to go to waste. I want you and you're beautiful. So whoa, 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 whoa. Or love me tender, love me do. Do, 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 do. I don't know the words. Do 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 do. 1 for the money, 2 for the show. I'm sending you poetry and a song, and I love you and my blue suede shoes. Oops, they're not blue suede shoes. Whoops. You can do anything but lay off of my red stripy shoes. Anyway, whatever he said and did is not aligning, Divine Feminine. He's saying, I'm making you a coffee. I'm coming to your country. I am going to call you next week. I'm going to see you next Tuesday. I'm going to butter your bread and give you all the trimmings. Whatever he's saying is not aligning with what he's doing. He's not doing what he said. Wow. That's an interesting card. 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands. I'm going to find the 9 of Wands in the traditional tarot so you can see it. Hopefully it doesn't take me 5 years and 18 days to do that. I want you to see what the 9 of Wands is. The 9 of Wands is here somewhere, and hopefully soon. The 9 of Wands, where are you? We need some elevator music right now. The 9 of Wands. Elevator music, elevator music. Ooh, 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 you love elevator music. Do you feel like you're in an elevator? Do 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 do. Here he is. Look. I'm so exhausted from work. I haven't had time to message you. My life is exhausting right now. This thing happened. I had a hair on my hands, and I just couldn't get it off for 18 days straight. So he's going to come at you with excuses. And Divine Feminine's going to put on her magnifying glasses and go, hang on a minute. This isn't making any sense. 4 of Cups in reverse. He seems bored with the connection. He seems like a bit of a fool. And there we have this, like a butterfly caught in a shutter. Imagine a butterfly caught in a shutter. You're halfway, here's the door, right? We're going to use Bert's head. He's the butterfly caught in the shutter. Sorry, Bert. You know you're stuck, Divine Feminine. You know you're stuck, and you just can't wiggle your way out no matter what you do, because on one hand, on this side, you love him, and on the other hand, his actions aren't ringing true, and you feel like a fool. The High Priestess in reverse. You are not listening to your intuition about this situation. This is why I'm here. 8 of Swords. Some of you aren't sleeping. Some of you have anxiety. Some of you have depression. Some of you have no head. Look. You've lost your mind over this situation. Literally. The card. Wow. The card is being very literal. And my throat chakra is like... if you've ever seen a cat get a fur ball up, right? I don't know how we could... Let's do this. Ready? So everything seems fine. Everything seems fine. Until the truth comes out. And that fur ball is the truth. And that's what I'm spitting at you today. Sorry to be disgusting and gross, but some of you need to hear that what your divine masculine is saying to you, this hard luck story, is not true. This card is the 10 of Swords, and in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, it's the man with all of the swords in his back. But yet look at this 10 of Swords in this deck. He's doing just fine. He's saying he's not fine. I'm not fine. I've got all this stuff going on. Even if you're not talking to him in the 3D reality, but you can, you think, oh, maybe he's not contacting me because, you know, his auntie's cousin's brother's sister's wife, you know, she had a baby. And then after that, you know, they had to go to church. And that church, like, that was a camp and that lasted for 3 weeks. And then there was this retreat, this meditation retreat that he went on. And, you know, he's been so busy, right? All these excuses, everything's fine with him. He's just fine. Look at that. This is you, the butterfly, and he is just fine. Even though this says the Ten of Swords, he's saying to you, Ten of Swords, can't do it right now, can't make it right now, I've been too busy for you, I can't do it, etc., etc. And then we have the Page of Swords in reverse. I'm telling you immature things, or I have told you immature things. I love this card because if I put it in the upright, we can see we have a star system. And I love the stars because, you know, if you look at the night sky and if you slept under the stars, they move, right? They move in the sky. So your point of reference to your masculine is forever moving. It keeps moving, you know. He's changing the rules all of the time. You know, on one hand, I'm too busy because I'm working this week. And then on the next hand, I'm just using communication as an example, but it could be any scenario. Okay, you might call him out for, why are you still with your karmic? And he says, oh, well, you know, at the moment we've got property together. And then you might say it again 3 years later and he goes, oh, well, you know, she's having another baby, or she's, if I break up with her now, you know, wow, I'd have nowhere to live, or whatever it is. So the rules keep changing, the stars keep moving. And you can't hold on to a star. You try and catch a star in your hand, it's impossible when you live in the 3D reality, okay? Maybe not in your dream space or in your other reality where you go, but this is, you know, it's intangible. You can't call him out because he won't let you. He keeps shifting the goalposts. You know, you're about to kick a goal and you think your twin flame journey is going amazing, and then he goes, whoop, and you miss. And then he puts the goalpost back in front of you. Oh, I love you. I missed you. I'm sorry I haven't been here. Let's catch up on Tuesday. And then you know, maybe you're going to catch up on Tuesday and you're ready. And then there's an excuse. I'm with my cousin right now. Whoop, he's moved the goalposts again. Keeps moving them, shifting them. Shifting the goalposts, being shifty. Okay. And yet, in the past, I don't want another pretty face. I don't want just anyone to hold. I don't want my love to go to waste. I want you and you're beautiful. So, whoa, 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 whoa. I call you out for bullshit. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? A little too ironic. Yeah, I really do think. It's like rain when you're supposed to text me. It's the good advice that I gave you and you ignored. It's your karmic partner that seems to make you stay. And who would have thought it figures? Traffic jam when you're already late. No smoking sign on your cigarette break. Don't smoke, it's bad for your health. It's like 10,000 spoons when all you need is a knife. It's like meeting the man of your dreams and then meeting his beautiful wife. So we have, as a last message here, we have the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands is really interesting. I'm being argumentative with you. I'm not meeting you halfway. I'm not really caring about your boundaries. You know, you're fine. You're doing just fine without me anyway for right now. So I'm going to keep continuing. Again, we have a butterfly. I'm going to keep continuing to see where I can fit my wand. So that might be his creative wand, that might be his sexual wand, that might be his gift of the gab wand, whatever it is, but there is some untruth here, and many divine feminines are ready to call their masculines out. If you need help with your journey at this time, please contact me. The wait for readings is about 72 hours at the moment. But I have lots of courses, and I also do one-on-one counseling sessions. So book as soon as you can if you know you want to make an appointment with me to avoid disappointment, okay? Whew, we've got to sing joyful, joyful before we go, because this energy is a bit icky. Just know that what your divine masculine is saying to you, if it's not resonating with you while he's saying it to you, it's because he is fibbing to you. He is lying to you. He is telling you an untruth. So always go with your intuition and understand that there are two sides of your divine masculine. There's one side that you can connect with telepathically, and there's another side that you can connect with in the 3D reality. Take stock of what he's doing in the 3D reality and know that you are doing just fine. Getting angry, getting jealous, getting mad, all of those things are lower vibrational emotions and can get in the way of the twin flame journey. Let's sing joyful, joyful to come out of this icky energy and back into this wonderful energy, because we need to ascend. We need to keep going on our own path. And if you haven't got yourself a little Red Riding Hood or a Bert yet, hopefully you can pick one up on Amazon or eBay or somewhere like that. They've brought me lots of joy for the channel, and also, I don't know, I like talking to them. Call me crazy. They're kind of cool. I think he has a little mini crush on Little Red Riding Hood, so we'll see how that unfolds in the future. I think you can't smell her hair, Bert. Oh, okay, they can go over there and meet each other halfway, whatever that means. Are we ready? Let's do joyful, joyful together. I hope you have a beautiful day, night, afternoon, evening, or morning, wherever you are in the world. I love you all so much. Don't forget, my details are in the description box below if you need to communicate with me. Ready? Joyful, joyful, Lord, we adore you. God of glory, God of light. Hearts unfold like flowers before him. By the way, what have you done for him lately? Ooh, yeah. What have you done for him lately? He's excited. Ooh, yeah. You can't smell her hair though. Joyful, joyful, Lord, we adore you. God of glory, God of light. Hearts unfold like flowers before him. Do, 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 do. Come and join the chorus, the mighty, mighty chorus. But is in love with Little Red Riding Hood. Joyful, joyful, Lord, we adore you. God of glory, God of light. Hearts unfold like flowers before you. By the way, what have you done for him lately? He's excited. Ooh, yeah. I'll leave it there. I love you all so much. Wow, I went for 53 minutes and 58 seconds. I hope you can speed me up, put me on 2 times. I'll sound like a chipmunk. That'll be fun. Haven't got a copy yet, go and get one. And I'll see you real soon, everyone. Bye for now. Bye.